Hello! It is officially March. I have. I was traveling for a week, so I didn't. It was like a vacation thing, so I didn't really catch up. Yeah, I didn't really catch up on whatever I was supposed to be doing. But it was a great rest week because it made me. I watched a lot of movies and it made me feel like um, there's certain things that I need to do differently because of how I keep rushing into trying to put something out so that I can again satisfy the deadline um, and ensure that I have this thing on the internet where something or when someone wants to look at what I'm doing with my other student they can look at it. So it's that paradox of like I want to do something that I love and um, I need to document it and put it on the internet so that I can get the resources from there to sustain doing what I love, but then it also compromises that whole am I doing this because I need the satisfaction of validation or whatever. Yeah, so that's been this whole thing I'm currently dealing with in my head. But I think I'm having quite a lot of fun because I'm working on the things that I have hobbified, and I've kept this as a very I haven't posted any of this on social media, maybe only to my close friends and talked about it with my close friends, but essentially I am doing some DIY electronics that potentially could be devices that I add to my rig of toys that I can perform with. And yeah, there's a lot of things that are happening, and sometimes I just find it very hard to keep up because of that overflow of information and events. And so I'm just gonna take a step back and slow down for a bit and just see what happens, because I really don't think I have to rush anything. But it's because we are raised in Singapore, I'm raised in Singapore, and most of us are raised with the mindset of there's not enough time to do anything, hobbies aren't worth it, anything that doesn't make money isn't worth it. So yeah, since I'm already not making any money technically on a full-time basis or a part-time basis currently, I might as well do things that I love and properly enjoy it. And it could be that the past few weeks the way that I've been reflecting has been really because I know that this is going to be on the internet, there's a hint of inauthenticity where I don't really feel completely vulnerable to be like, hey, this is what's happening. But yeah, I've been very processive the past few days because of how I think my perspective is changing subconsciously, and my conscious mind hasn't caught up to it yet. And it's essentially I'm getting flashbacks because a lot of things from my childhood, especially like my grandma, she's moving house, she's moving she's moving into a newer place that the government has I think the government is providing her. And because the place that she is currently staying at, she's been staying there for about 30 years, probably more. And I grew up there when I was a kid. So when I learned that she is moving pretty quickly soon, probably in the next 2 weeks, I think I just got a lot of flashbacks, and I just had a lot of like, shit, it's actually happening. This place that I used to come to as a kid and enjoy so much family time is gonna be gone, even though my family is still around. It's just that, these kind of places you don't really get to reminisce when the family moves out. You can't really go back there because it's not your place anymore. So yeah, it just brought back a lot of stuff from childhood, like good and bad memories. And I don't know how to feel about it, because I can feel myself trying to distract my mind from these things, but at the same time it's also like I'm reminiscing the idea of not trying, if that makes sense. Because I used to not try, because when we are children we don't try at all, because of how we have no sense of, I need validation to do this, I need someone's approval before I can have the confidence to do something. As children we don't have that. So to rethink of myself, to reimagine myself as a kid, I think that's what I've been trying to do. So I bought I bought a Game Boy emulator, which technically it's supposed to be functioning as a synthesizer, because I can run a synthesizer on this, but it can also run some Game Boy Advance games that I used to play when I was a kid. So yeah, I'm just not really forcing things, and opportunities are coming all the time. And even though I just don't feel, it's not that I don't feel ready, it's just that the internet can be a very overwhelming place. And yeah, it just feels very tiring sometimes to have to live up to certain standards subconsciously, because of how we've been so accustomed to this way of posting and this way of communicating with our supposed communities. So yeah, which is why I started this whole thing of reflecting every week or every time I have any time, because of how honestly, if I wasn't gonna post this, I was still gonna do it anyway, because I want to keep this as a personal archive, and to look back when I maybe in like 5 or 10 years and see where I've been then. So yeah, that's how it's been so far. And currently, if you want to see, my table is a mess. Yeah, and this is the first design and it's working. It's working very well, and I have some cute, I'm probably going to use this for vocal effects, and then I'm trying to make another one, and for for sequencing, MIDI sequencing and MIDI looping. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. I also learned some pretty cool things from my producer yesterday about visuals. Yeah, he showed me this visual emulator that can manipulate whatever visuals that that we plug in the UI, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, I'll probably be using most of those for social media because it makes the whole content feel less intimidating, and it makes it feel less forced in a way, because it's not too it's not like a simple filter that you just slap on a video, but it also makes sense because it doesn't put too much weight on the visuals, and it makes someone that is watching it focus more on the audio, and it's just an enhancer where it enhances that essence of that effect. Yeah, so pretty cool. I'm heading to the studio tomorrow to jam, so I'll probably try it out tomorrow, and if I like what I record, I probably will post it here. So yeah, alright, I'll see you next time.